Hi there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault. This is the moment all I've been waiting for. The F450GS is finally here on Indian shores, and it's gonna be an absolute blockbuster hit because that's the kind of expectation and that's the kind of hype this one brings to the segment. First of all, it's a compact, lightweight parallel twin built by India for India. It's built by TVS, joint collaboration with TVS with BMW Motorrad. So it's a 420cc parallel twin with a 135-degree firing order. So what is the advantage of 130? We've heard 270-degree crank, but this is a 135-degree crank angle. So the advantage is it is not over torquey, it is not violent torque that is sent to the rear wheel. It's more composed, more controlled, so you'll enjoy the ride in a very balanced and composed way. So that is the advantage of having a 135-degree crank, and it puts out around 48 bhp and 43 newton meters of max torque, 6-speed gearbox, and it comes with BMW's patented ERC or Easy Ride clutch. You have the magnesium branding right over here. So there's a lot of lightweight components in the engine to make it compact and lightweight. That's why the wet weight is just 178 kilos. 178 kilos and 48 bhp means this is an absolute riot when it comes to riding across the Ghat roads or touring on highways and freeways, or trying to tackle any kind of trail riding that you might embark upon on your weekend rides. So this most important things that you need to note when it comes to adventure motorcycles is the seat height, the tank capacity, and the ground clearance and the suspension travel. Seat height, everyone is worried that it might be a little too high. It is manageable, trust me. 830 mm shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Again, the foam quality used is very, very good. So it's a very comfortable saddle, which is an absolute essential for an adventure bike, because you have to munch a lot of miles while you explore the roads less traveled. Then you also have pillion usable seat, because a lot of people tend to travel along with your best friend or your partner, so it has to be a usable pillion seat for an adventure tourer to have, and that has been well taken care of. And it's a proper GS. The way you look at it, the GS trophy color scheme, the colorway, the design silhouette, everything draws inspiration from the elder sibling, the 1300 GS. Say for instance the front design. So you can have a look at the frontal design. You have the LED lighting right over here, vertically stacked LED projectors, and that should offer very good lighting. Then you have the star-shaped DRLs, again borrowed from the 1300 GS, and then you have the front beak highlighting the adventure DNA, and then you have a well sorted long mud guard to prevent any mud splash into the engine area. Then you have Maxxis tires, 100 section front, 130 section rear, and 19-inch, 17-inch setup. So 19-inch and 1917 is a perfect balance for road and off-road, because if it is a 2118, it becomes more biased towards or more inclined towards extreme off-roading. So I think 1917 is the perfect balance everyone is looking for, because this is some machine that is going to cater to the masses, provided they get the pricing right. USD forks, gold anodized, very, very premium look. And travel, suspension travels 180 mm front and rear, so it is not trying to do any kind of gimmick here. It's a proper adventure tourer or adventure bike with adequate amount of suspension travel to take on any kind of obstacles. And then of course the stance, when you sit on the bike, the ergonomics are very well sorted. Perfectly set foot pegs, easy reach handlebar, very, very wide, and it has this gold anodized feel, so it's very premium looking. And the entire dash layout is similar to that of the flagship models, be it the 900 GS or the GSA or even the 1300. You have adequate amount of all the goodies, all the switches. You have heated grips, you have those controls for jog dial to navigate through the user interface and tweak your riding modes, or you can turn off traction control or maybe switch to enduro mode. Different riding modes are there: ride, rain, and enduro. And offering Enduro Pro would have been better, but that is saved for the rally, I believe. But still, you get heated grips. That's really, really good. You have the dedicated ride mode right over here and dedicated mode to switch off traction. So I think that is a winner for all you off-road junkies. You don't have to run around getting into the settings and all to turn off traction. One switch does it all. Just tap this and traction is turned off. Then you also have this very, very tried and tested and proven jog dial that runs through the user interface very, very fluidically. And then of course you have adjustable suspension, is it? Yeah, you have adjustable suspension up front and adjustable suspension at the back. That's another good plus. Good, well laid out hand guards and smoked out or blacked out. It's a smoked windscreen up front. I'm not sure, it's a short windscreen. Maybe they're offering a taller windscreen as a touring accessory. The massive color TFT console, similar to that of their flagship bikes, is another welcome inclusion. And then you can see the chassis. It's a split chassis. So you have the regular main frame with this bolt-on subframe. The bolt-on subframe, adds a lot of flex to the overall machine. More easy to handle, more easy to flick around, and also just in case the rear frame gets damaged when you're thrashing the bike around, it can be easily replaced without having to change the entire chassis. Then you have very good quality batch plate right over here, made up of aluminum, I believe, and entire thing is very well laid out. And I mean, attention to detail, fit and finish is top notch. Again, easy right clutch means you can gear shift gears without having to use the clutch. But for those who like to wheelie and slide around and drift around, use the clutch actuation, then you can use the clutch as well. And then you have open teeth foot peg right over here for better grip when you're standing up and riding. Aluminum foot pegs here. So attention to detail, and there is a no compromise build quality that you can see. The chain quality, the sprocket, everything. And the tires right over here, Maxxis tires, 130 by 80 17-inch on-road off-road tires for dual purpose activity. And then of course you have turn blinkers and tail lamp, beautifully laid out. Kind of reminds us of the F900 XR and the F900R. So that premium feel is still retained. So overall, the panels, the fit and finish looks really, really good. What could have been better? They could have at least offered a steel layer here, such that you could have slapped magnetic tank bags much more easily. Now this would require some kind of a accessory to have that tank bag mount first installed. So that might be a bit of hassle. It's all fiber here, so that could have been avoided. But again, lightweight construction is the name of the game. So that is a trade-off that you would be willing to make. Again, you have offset monoshock right over here. You can see adequate amount of travel. So this is the offset monoshock. So you have adequate amount of travel from the front as well as the rear to tackle different terrains or more tougher terrains. And then of course this bike is so slim, slender profile design silhouette that it can thrive in any place, be it riding through the city streets, filtering through the traffic, riding on the freeways, or riding through the jungle, riding on the mountain terrain. So this can take on anything and everything. That's how it appears. Now can't wait to ride it. Now I don't know when I'll get to ride this, but as of now this is the first look walk around. And exhaust note I'll add towards the end of the video. For now there's no key in this motorcycle. It's just arrived. I was curious to have my first look of the GS. So you can see that this looks absolutely stunning in every which way possible. This is the rally color. We'll quickly go around and have a look at the black color. It's positioned right over here, so we can have a look here. And this is more stripped down version without the front visor, so it's more street focused, but still the silhouette remains the same. This is the all black color. Tell me how it looks. Would you prefer the triple black, which has been one of the best selling models in the GS lineup, or the rally color, which has also been equally best selling model? But I would still prefer the rally color. That's been a trademark element of all the vehicles from the GS family in BMW. So let's go and wrap it up. So you can see that we're just wrapping things up. Okay. So thanks for watching. This concludes the first look overview of the much awaited F450GS. What is your take on this? What do you think? Do you think it's a force to reckon with? What should be the pricing on this? It will be revealed later tonight, but so far it appears and feels really, really well built and purpose built, and it is here to give you an authentic GS experience. So I'm really raring to ride this because I'm a fan of the F900GS, one of my favorite GS motorcycles ever. So I feel that they have borrowed a lot from that and instilled into this. So let's hope it rides as good as it looks. What is your opinion? Feel free to comment below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and ride safe.
Alright, the next one is this one. Almost, I don't know if you guys can sing along with me.